All righty, you're doing great. You're hanging in there with the lessons. I just want to congratulate you. We're about halfway through the arrangement. Right in this video, I'm going to show you how to end the C sharp minor version of the song. Okay. So here we go. Let me just give you the chord shapes first, and then you'll be able to see where they fall in as you watch me play it. Okay, the first chord is either this bar chord, which we've seen, sunny ba ba da, or you can do this one. I tend to do the bar chord here. It's just a little bit easier. Next shape, you're going to bar the second fret, and you're going to put fourth finger, third finger, second finger. So the melody is going to be sunny da da da. It's going to look like this. And I'm trying not to hit the low E string when I play this chord. Although if you do, it's not a big deal. And then I come up to the fourth position. Again, I try to pivot my hand so that I can get on the tip of the pinky. Play a bass note. And then I come down. Now, if that's tricky for you to do, you can leave off that first bass note, this one. Okay, you could go. But I want you to see if you can get that hammer on and pull off, because it adds to some nice bluesy phrasing. Okay? Okay. And then, just as the coming attraction, as the springboard into the next key, which is going to be D minor, that's the last key we're going to go to with some riffing, you're going to do the same chord you did, but at the fifth fret, either the bar chord or that jazzy sus chord on an A, which we used as the transition to get into this chorus. So what I'd like to do now is nice and slow play you the entire C sharp minor chorus so you can see all these bits and pieces. This is a little bit of a complicated one. It doesn't lay perfectly on the guitar. So this way you can see these bits and pieces as they should sit in the pocket. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of the very last B minor chorus so you can see the transition coming into this and see the transition going out of it. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, go bang, go dun dun, go. Okay, 1, 2, ready, and here we go. Bang, and then we're going to be in the new thing, okay? The new D minor section. Okay, so what I'd like to say is, if you've gotten to this point, that's the tune. And what's going to come next in the D minor section is really for advanced players. And if the next section is tricky for you, you can just leave it out, or you can come up with some kind of maybe chord jam on the progression, because the next thing is really advanced. It pushes my technique to kind of the limits. So I really don't want you to get frustrated with yourself if you can't do it. Also, the next section is really a custom fit for things that are comfortable for me. It's sort of my way of taking a solo over the changes to Sunny in the key of D minor. Okay, so proceed with caution, be easy on yourself, and really this is a solution. It's sort of a look into the world of what fits for me, but I'll show you how to do it, and maybe you can build your own similar kind of thing based on it. Okay, so let's go ahead to the next section of Sunny in the key of D minor. All right. All righty, welcome back. We are now at the solo section on Sunny. I've brought it up another half step in terms of key. This is the only other key change we will be doing. And I've built this around some riffs that fall under my fingers rather easily. Okay, so as I mentioned at the end of the last video, if for some reason, if these riffs don't fall under your fingers, what I would like you to try to do is see if maybe you can do something in this key. We're in D minor now, as a color change. You could do something with strumming. You could do, it should just feel comfortable for you. You know, this is not classical guitar. You don't have to play the exact notes that I play, because this, what I'm about to show you, is now built for what's comfortable for me. It's a custom fit, and I've got long fingers, and I have my way of playing. So before we get into the riffs, it's important to see the chord structure. So let's just do Sunny one time in the key of D minor. Okay, so we're starting on a D minor 7 chord. This is not the arrangement. This is not the guitar instruction. This is just to go over the chords one time. Okay, so Sunny, go C minor 7, F7, B flat major 7, bum bum bum, some kind of A7. Sunny, go C minor 7, blah 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 blah, B flat major 7, A7. D minor 7, C minor 7, F7, B flat major 7, now E flat 7, do no, E minor 7 flat 5, A7, and then some kind of A7. And now that I think of it, what I'll do is in the help file, I'll include chords so that you can see the basic progression. It's easy for me to move this around to different keys, but I've been playing guitar for a long time and played in a lot of different jazz bands and stuff. So for you, taking a chord progression like this and moving it to different keys might be tricky, but it's way better if you know that these are the chords for what is about to follow. Okay, so here we go. Let me show you the first riff. And again, this is comfortable for me. Feel free to change it. Feel free to make your own thing up here. It's like a solo. Okay, so this is kind of a classical guitar thing. If you look over here at the right hand, I'm actually starting off by placing index, middle, and ring on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. This is very important. They have to all be planted as if you were going to pluck a chord. They have to all be planted so that you can play the riff easily. Okay? And now I'm at the 5th fret over here, and I'm going to pluck with the 1st finger, hammer on the 4th finger, then middle finger plays the 4th string, 3rd finger plays that. But it's all going to happen really fast, like brr, okay? So 1, 2, ready, and. Did you hear the rhythm? It's so It's syncopated on top of that. That's why I said this is really tricky. For me, it's natural. Also, you have to hammer on the pinky, which is a challenge. Okay, so let's try that again. A 1, 2, ready, and. Now I'm gonna teach you this in layers. Something's gonna come after that, but let's just do this lick layer first. Okay, then go down to the 3rd fret. We're gonna do the same thing on C minor 7. So it's gonna be. So 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, so that's the rhythm of that riff. Ba-ba-doo-bam. Okay. Next, we're going to go to B flat major 7. And there's a couple different ways you could do this. It's the same shape of a riff. You could do it either at the 6th fret. Watch how I'm doing this. Hammering on to 10. Then 8th fret, then 7th fret. Oops. So, see how that plays? 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. So maybe you can hear it outlining these chords. So we're going to have some answer chords in between the riffs, but I'm going to leave those out. Let's just work on this lick layer, this bass lick layer. And I will sing where the chords would hit. So we can just focus on one thing at a time. Okay, so 1, 2, ready, and. Chord, 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 chord. Then we're going to do an A7, then again. Chord, 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 chord. Okay. Now I'm going fast. Let me go a little bit slower. Even though it's easier to do it fast, we're just literally. Can you see that in the right hand cam? The fingers are placed. And we're just letting them peel away one at a time. Look, all 3 are placed. Index goes, these 2 are touching. That goes. So, like when you tap your fingers on a table. It's not one at a time. It would be very hard. I'll do this a little slower for you. Check-a-took-a, ready, and. Chord, chord. Chord, chord. Whoops. Chord, chord. I'll do that again. Ready, and. Chord, chord. Chord, chord. Chord, chord. Back, bang. Okay, so let's look at some of these chords in the middle. First, after that B flat riff, I'm starting with, I'm playing this A7 chord. It's played like this, watch. 8th fret, 10th fret, 11th fret with an open A string. Okay. There's 2 possibilities. You could play either that chord, it's kind of a jazzy A7 chord, or you could play this. Watch. 8th fret, pinky. Smush your 2nd finger on the 6th fret. Play the 2nd and 3rd. It's an A7, sharp 9, sharp 5. So I use these interchangeably, depending on. They do the same job, and depending on where I am on the neck, I might use one or I might use the other. So that's going to come after this last shape. Okay, so why don't you grab your guitar? Let's try to play this slowly together with just the A7 chord answering that B flat major, this B flat major 7 arpeggio. Okay, chicka-tooka, 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 chicka-tooka. 1, 2, ready, and. Chord, chord. Chord, chord. Chord, chord. Bang, bang. Chicka-dooka. again. Chord, chord. Chord, chord. Chord, chord. Now, I might like to add that this B flat, it's a little easier for my right hand if I were to do it down here. The same thing at the first fret, but it's a big stretch, watch. So I like the consistency over here, but then we have a big jump to the chords that will follow. So I do it here at the 6th fret to make the jumping distance with the left hand a little bit shorter. Okay, now let's do the chord layer, just the chord layer. Now, I do a D minor bar chord at the 10th fret. I'm barring here, and I play my 3rd finger, and I'll try to play it so you can see it with my right hand. I'm going bop, bop. So the rhythm is jigga-doo-bang, jigga-bang, jigga-doo-bang, jigga-doo-bang, bop, bop. So it's just so you see what the rhythm is. Okay, so the first one will be, that's going to be answered by D minor 7. Okay. Then C minor 7 is going to be answered by, watch this, I play a bar at the 8th fret, play the top E string, we're playing a C minor 9, and then play the same thing with the F in the bass. So just going from the 6th string to the 5th string. Right? Next, the B flat. And then I go up to the 10th fret. This is the chord here. Watch, bar at the 10th fret. Pinky, 13th fret. So, and then, so we're playing the riff, then an answer chord, then a riff, then the answer chord, then the riff, then the answer chord, and then, okay? So all together, that's both layers. I will demonstrate both layers slowly now for you, okay? 1, 2, ready, and. Again. And this sort of method of plucking the chord like this makes it easier to be accurate. So that phrase happens twice. That's bars 1 through 4 of this first sort of solo shout chorus. I'll do it up to tempo now for you. Okay? 1, 2, ready, and. Okay? Got it? Alrighty, so this progression with the bass licks and chords that I showed you, one time through the D minor 7, C minor 7, B flat, major 7, and then the chord stab, that's 4 bars long. But since we're going to do it twice, you now know bars 1 through 8 of the D minor solo chorus. So let's go to the next video. We're going to pick up in bar 9 and we're going to play the rest of that D minor solo till the end. So that's going to be bars 9 through 16. All right. All righty, welcome back. We are now at bar 9 in this D minor sort of solo section, and it's pretty simple from here on out. The complicated part is this part with the riff. So let me show you what happens. we're going to do some basic kind of bar chord shapes with just a little bit of melody on top. And I'm going to show you nice and slow what the melody is. It's going to be bum, bum, bum. So the notes are... Okay, and the rhythm's going to be a 1, 2, ready, and 2. Notes are kind of ringing. It's okay if notes ring. 1, 2, ready, and bum ba da bum bam bam ba da yum bum ba da bum bam bam ba da yum. That's going to be the phrasing. Okay. Okay, so let me show you what that is there. And to get that clean, at least right now in the studio, I'm landing with I'm muting the top string that's ringing. So I'm going, at least I'm muting the high E string. And then, same thing. Now B flat major 7 chord. And now watch what I'm doing. So I'm pulling off 4 and then putting 4 down there. And sometimes that first note I'm hammering, so watch. Okay. I know I'm going kind of fast. It's like riding a bike. It's harder to do it slow than it is fast. Now, another thing that I want you to notice is I'm going boom, 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 boom. So I'm alternating between the root and the fifth and the bass. So if you just look at the thumb, bam, bida, bum, 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 bida, dum, bam, bida, bum. And then we're going to strum this E flat 9 chord. Okay. This part can be strummy and breezy. It doesn't have to be super exact, but that's the melody we're going to do on the E flat 9 chord. And this melody, if you're a jazz fan, is actually a quote from Clifford Brown from a solo he did on, I think, he did it on one of his own tunes, Dahoud, or Dahoud it's called. Blah ba da bum bam bam ba da yum bam ba da bum bam bam ba da bum. Okay. So I'll do it nice and slow for you. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. So I'm doing second string, getting that melody note with the thumb, then coming down here, 2, 1, 3, that's a B flat. And now, watch what I do, fifth string, an A harmonic. So notice how that melody is going down, and then we're taking the melody note to a harmonic. I'm going. My thumb is over here on the 4th string, and then I strum, and then I try to grab that with my thumb. Now, after that, it's just a lot of rhythmic filling up on the chord. Okay, so it's going to be, I'm going to kind of fill up rhythm on that, which I will demonstrate for you. And then I do an E flat 13 chord. So this is a stretcher. Now if you can't grab that easily, you can do that one that we did before, that A7. Because this is kind of a stretchy chord. I have a long pinky, as you can see. Or you could do this one. Okay. I'll play this whole chordal section now slowly for you. Okay. Ding, gong, 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 go, dong, gong. a 1, a 2, a 1, 2 chords. Bang, bang, bang. Now, it's very hard for me to count that out loud, but I'm sure that, let me try to count that for you, because I'm feeling the 4 bars, but you really have to count on that to make sure you're taking the right amount of time. And if you notice, those are on upbeats. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this again and count for you while I do it. Okay. 1, 2, a 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're going to be at the top of another one of these shout choruses. Okay. Now, as if this wasn't tricky enough, I do a second version on the D minor with an even slightly trickier riff. And I'm going to show it to you in the next video. But as I said, you know, if you can do something, just jamming, or that feels good for your technique and your sense of groove and your sense of rhythm on this D minor, that's all you need. You don't need to do my riffs. Again, this part is optional. So, but let's go on to the next video, and I'll show you the sort of second D minor shout chorus that I play. Alrighty. God bless. All right, we are back. And in this video lesson, I'm going to show you the second version of the shout chorus solo that I play in the key of D minor. And it's pretty complicated. It's a fit to my technique, but it's a hairy little thing to play. So, like I said, you don't have to perform this live, but actually, if you go through the notes, it'll be quite a little music theory and fretboard lesson for you. So there might still be something you can get out of it. I don't mean to sound discouraging, but what I'm trying to say is this section should not hang you up from playing a beautiful and successful version of Sunny. Again, it's my little finger idiosyncrasies. That's how I can play this. Okay, so it's going to be the same, except these answer chords are now going to be replaced with a single riff, a single line riff. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Second time through, we have, right? And then I'm going to go up to the 7th position, 9th fret, and do a pull off. So it's kind of like I'm going up a D minor 9 chord. I'm going 1, 2, ready, and whatever rhythm you do, it has to be in the pocket. You can change the rhythm, but it's got to fit. Bang bang, back at the bang bang, ka-ching. Okay, so that's the rhythmic framework. So then the next one that I do, here's the thing: the bottom part's going to keep going down, and the top part's going to keep going up. So I go. Then you're going to go up to the 10th fret. So 10th fret, 11th fret, 7th fret. It's outlining an F7 sharp 5 chord. So you can hear ba ba do ba 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 ba. Next, let me do that slowly. It's the B flat major 7. And then you're going to come down from an A, 10th fret, then I cross my 4th finger over. This is one way to do it. That might seem kind of bizarre, but 3rd finger, and then I just think let go, and then 4-1. Okay? Now, there's another way to play that, because sometimes it's a little hard to get accurate and get right in here on the B string. You could also do it. It's kind of easier to just grab that E string sometimes. Okay, so I'll do all those riffs now nice and slow for you. Bang, bang, chick, bang, bang, chicka, chicka. 1, 2, ready, and chicka. Shiggy digga bap. So sometimes when I do this, I often contemplate doing the B flat down there. I'm still figuring this out. I've only performed this live about 3 times, even though I've practiced it a bunch. So I'm still finding the most bulletproof fingerings, but it's going to be one of those. And again, over here, don't forget it's critical. All these fingers got to be placed. So you're just peeling them away one at a time. And notice, this is a kind of a good technique lesson. I probably should have said this before. The fingers go up into the hand, not out like this. We're not going to go like this. See, that is not the direction of pull. We want them to go up. They can either go inside the thumb, or if you do weird stuff like me, they can go outside. But the point is that they move from this big knuckle. Okay? So up to tempo. 1, 2, ready, and. I kind of cheated on one of those fingerings. That can also be played somewhere else, but don't worry about that. Shake it, dig a bat. Then again. Okay. Now I think we're doing good enough on time. I can just show you how we're going to get back to B minor. This chorus, we're going to end up on this A sus chord, which of course you can also play like this. And then we're going to do a transition. And the important thing on the transition is the melody notes. So A, B, C sharp, D. And so this is going to get us back into B minor. Let me show you the chord shapes. First, just the shapes, the A sus, B sus, with B on the top, C sharp sus, and then, watch this. So I'm playing an F sharp with all sorts of jazzy stuff. Bar your 4th finger on the top 2 strings, then. Okay. This is almost like a little Earth, Wind, and Fire type transition. That's how I think of it. So I'm going to play it from these block chord, bar chords to get us back into B minor. And I just want you to follow what I do. I'm going to do it kind of slow for you, okay? 1, chicka, 2, chicka, 1, 2, ready, and. Now watch. ready, and then we're back in B minor. That was our first key, okay? So let's go to the next video, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the ending of the tune. All right, let's go to the next video. All righty, welcome back. In this video, I think what I'm going to do is just show you the song ending, and then we will do the form walkthrough in the next video. That way it'll keep the videos a little bit shorter. Okay, so we've done this whole D minor thing with the riffs, and now we're going to do one more head in the original key, B minor. Okay, we're going to play the whole thing, and then we get to okay, I love you. I love you. So let me show you what's going to happen there. Then come to second position. It's very important that you hear the rhythm on that. It's not where you'd expect it. Sunny, dun, 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 2, 3, I love you. So watch what I do. I love you. Bom, bom, bom. I'm going F sharp, F to E. One time as an answer chord. Check this out. 11th fret, 5th string. 12th fret, 4th string. 11th fret, 3rd string with the open strings. Right? Then same thing. I love you. And then I try to do a little funky strum here on just an E9 chord. I'm barring my second finger, putting my first finger. I go pick a dick, which is trickier than you'd think. And then I just play that chord again. Okay. I'll put this all together for you in time. So it's I love you 3 times where we're just doing some kind of an E7 chord as an answer. And then we do this very cliche ending. Watch this. It's octaves. I'm playing 7th fret and 4th fret. A B octave, I go thumb strum, I go bop. Then F sharp. And then kind of a percussive knock on beat 1, which you won't see, either something, and then, so the ending sounds, you've heard it a million times, it sounds like this, 1, 2, ready, and you can make that big and loud if you want. Okay, so I'm going to play this ending for you nice and slow in the flow of the last time we play the melody in B minor. Okay? 1, 2, ready, and. First time. Third time. You know, for this section with my technique, if you look at my right hand, I kind of want to get this spank. You hear that nasty sort of pulling So if you want to do that, I have some suggestions, and you don't have to do that. I'm planting my second and third finger, and I move up to here with my right hand a little over the hole where the strings are looser, and I try to leave my third finger down, and I really worked on getting that spanky kind of poppy sound without actually straining. Okay? Because I realized that for me, since I don't have fingernails, that sort of spank, that almost Fender Telecaster kind of sound adds a little bit of bite to my playing. And so I kind of go for some of that in the ending here. I'm going to play that for you one more time, and I'm going to go a little slower than what I just did so that you can hear it. Okay? 1, 2, go bang, bang, bang. Kind of exaggerating that. Okay, so that's the ending. Okay, so let's go to the next video. It's going to be the final one where I do the form walkthrough for you so you can see everything strung together. And I'm going to try to talk it as I go so that you get an overview of the arrangement. All right. All right, congratulations on making it this far. This is the final video lesson, and in this lesson, I'm going to do the form walkthrough. Okay, so let me just talk it down for you one time. It may seem a little confusing, but after you play it, you'll get the structure that I do in your mind. This just sort of felt like a good timing when I did the YouTube video. I play the melody twice in B minor. So that's twice through the 16-bar form and then once in C sharp minor. Okay? We did that. That's what starts with that shape. Okay, so one time B minor, one time B minor, then one time C sharp minor. Then one solo chorus in D minor with the chord stabs, one solo chorus in D minor with the more complicated riff, and then back to B minor, and then we end the tune. Okay, so we go on sort of a journey, change keys, solo a little bit, but then we come back to the original key. That seems to be a good structure. Of course, you can change this any way you like. The song can just keep repeating and repeating. It's up to you. But that's how I do this one. So I'm going to play this form for you nice and slow, and I'm going to call some things out just to give you landmarks where we are in the tune. And of course, there are some spots where there's several ways I could play something. So let's see what my hands do. But you'll be able to follow it. Okay, so we're going to start with the James Bond style intro. Here we go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Here's the tune, first time. Second time in B minor. G sharp minor. D minor, first shout. Jing ding dong dong. Two, three, four. Ending. All right. So a couple of things that I saw that I did that might have differed from the lessons. In the D minor riff, I just always went to this fingering at the first fret instead of that one. My hands just went there. And the transition back to B minor could have been a little bit better. Let me do that one more time for you, okay? So coming out of the last solo, I just want to make sure that this is crystal clear what I do with these chords, okay? Ready, and okay, my Earth, Wind, and Fire transition, because they do all this stuff with these sus chords moving around. So that's it. That's the lesson for Sonny. I hope that you take my ideas and make your own version of this. Get something that works for you. You know, just use my version as the jumping off point, because this is built from my hands, which have their own weirdness and weaknesses and strengths. So I've built this whole piece around my technique. And so you can take ideas from this, take stuff out, add stuff, make your own version. Just make sure the melody's singing and the groove is happening. So thank you for watching. God bless, and I can't wait to see and hear your version of Sonny. All right.